If you think you want to jump into tech, I think you should just go for it. It is not easy, but it's not impossible. That is something I learned to understand. If you put in the effort, definitely you can code.
Okay, let's start. First of all, thank you for doing this. I know you're busy with work and everything. Why not we start with an introduction? Tell me like all about yourself, your name, what are you working as now, what were you studying previously, and all that.
Okay, my name is Natalie. I I was working as a international school teacher, and previously I was actually studying early childhood, a degree in early childhood. So it's a totally different job. And now I am in tech. Basically, I am working with this tech company where we create systems for startup businesses and small businesses.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, you mentioned you were an educator,
Yes.
so you're teaching like primary school students or oh.
Yeah, I taught primary school students for I think about 3 years now. But prior to that, I was early childhood for 6 years straight. That means
Oh,
preschool.
preschool. Oh,
Yes.
that's great. That's great. How long ago was that?
I just actually resigned from my previous company in October. So it's last month.
Oh, last month. Okay.
Yeah.
So you resigned because you got a job in tech?
Yes, so that was my plan actually to take up this bootcamp. And then once I finish my front end course, start applying for jobs, and I managed to get it.
So when did you first start get into tech?
Get into tech as in the job or the, sorry.
Like the very first time you got interested in tech that lead you to join the bootcamp.
Okay. So, what sparked my interest with tech was because there was a subject I was teaching in my school, which was actually called ICT, and I was teaching them general coding. The program is called Scratch. So, I kind of realized, hey, I'm pretty good at it, and I know I'm a very tech savvy person. I am like the main so-called unquoted IT person to help with anything related to tech. So that's where I decided, hey, coding is actually not a bad career and I'm pretty good at it, the general ones. So that's where I decided to do tech.
Is Scratch the one with the cartoons and all that?
Yes, the cartoon cat.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, because I was an educator also. I was a high school teacher, English high school teacher. So I use that
Ah,
also, yeah, in my teaching. That's great, that's great.
yeah.
So when did you first join the bootcamp again?
I first joined the bootcamp actually last year, September.
Last year, September. So you were taking the part-time.
Part-time. Yeah, part-time.
So have you finished the course?
I have not. I am actually going to start my back end. I started a bit of my back end, which I'm yet to finish by December.
So how was the experience, doing like a part-time course? What's the challenges? What do you like about it? And why do you choose that route?
Um, it it is hard. It's definitely challenging. I won't say it's like a bed of roses and it's going to be easy all the way. Of course, juggling work and studies at the same time, it's tough, but what gets me going and finishing up my boot camp was the community. So you just have to put a little step and a little effort to reach out, and Sigma and the students are willing to help if you ask for it. And what gets me going is, of course, the encouragement from my peers who are also similarly working and then yet also trying to finish up the course as well. So yes,
So why did you choose part-time? Because you have to work?
yes, I had to work. So I still need to keep my income because yeah, we have bills to pay. So
Yeah, we
I
have
can't.
both.
Yeah, it was quite tough to just take like 3 months focus and do the course. So I had to.
Yeah. Where did you get the motivation? You know, for me, it's hard if I have to work and to learn. Where did you get the motivation to do both?
I think the real true motivation started in during the pandemic when everything is at home, everything is online, and it's just a matter of setting aside time and really just putting the focus and the effort and giving yourself a deadline. You have to do it, you know. I'm a kind of person who do not like to leave things hanging and unfinished. I have to finish it. So yeah.
That's a great personality because I can't be that. Alright. Okay, when you joined the part-time bootcamp, right? What was your expectation and what was the reality of it?
When I first joined the boot camp, I knew it was going to be hard because that's what Haris also told me when I first was interested in it. And yes, it is challenging, but it's not impossible. That is what I realized. It's not impossible. It's just a matter of going through it and really just really keep the momentum going. You can't stop. If you stop, you definitely forget. Yeah.
Okay, so right now you're not working as an educator, right? You're working at a
Yes.
tech company, right? So how did that happen? When did that happen? How come you go from educator to working in a tech company while also in a part-time bootcamp? How did that happen?
So I have heard a few success stories from other Sigma students, and I have reached out to them, like, what process did you do? What did you do? How did you do it? And whatnot. And I just picked up from where they left off, and I just I just had to take the chance, build my portfolio, get my things ready, and hey, go for job interviews. Just submit as much as you can. Just keep submitting. It was a bit demotivating because you're sending so much, but very few replied. I think in a span of 3 months, I only got about 30 replied.
And how much did you apply to?
Sorry, I applied to 30 and 30, yeah, 30 responded. About 30-ish responded back.
Rejecting?
Yeah. Yes, but official interviews were only about 3. So yeah. So it's not easy, but don't give up. There will be someone who would believe in you and your persistence to learn and the desire to keep growing. So that's how I landed up in this company.
That's your first job after the last job?
Yes, this is my first job in tech. Totally tech. It's totally different. Yes.
So yeah, how was their reaction? You know, because you're still taking the part-time course, the online course. What was their reaction?
They were not very concerned about me not finishing up the Sigma course. It's quite surprising. They were rather interested in the previous skills I had, especially as an educator. It is actually a pretty transferable skill because you can see that you have the desire to learn, and you're not shy or not like shied away from asking questions when you're not sure. And that's actually one of the key elements that will get you hired in a job, the persistency to learn and to ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
During the interview, did they question anything? Did you go through like a technical interview or something?
Oh, definitely. There is definitely I've seen it all. I guess from the 3 is already a lot. So some would give you a paper test, some would give you a computer, and they'll tell you just, hey, can you like create this out for me? this exact layout I asked for. And some don't even ask. They just say, hey, show me your project. And they'll just ask like very general, like how to inspect HTML. And if they like you, they'll give you a chance.
So how did you answer all that? Did you manage to answer everything?
No.
Okay.
Everything.
Well, it's still, it's still amazing that you got a tech job before you finished the course. So congratulations, you did great.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's amazing because you got a job before you even finish it. So is this like an internship or is it like a permanent position?
It's a very, very hard thing to explain. So technically, yes, it's an internship, but my boss has a vision and a goal that he says he would want to keep me long term.
So they want to, grow with you. It's a startup,
yes,
right?
Yes, it's a startup.
Okay. So let's talk more about your experience during learning. So how did you manage to divide your time? What was your working hours and what was your learning hours?
So my working hours was 8 till about 5, and I'll take a break about an hour, get dinner and whatnot, and after that I'll be coding at least 3 hours a day.
Wow. 3
Yes.
hours a day.
I try. Okay, it's not easy, but yes, a lot of coffee is needed for this. But really what gets me going is that I'm not alone, and we have a community in Sigma, and that's the thing I admire most. Definitely peers won't come to you. You need to approach them and really ask. The thing I like most is that people are willing to help, even the most silliest question you have, yes, they're willing to help.
It's good. Most of the students that help you, are they in your, the part-time batch or the full-time batch or just everybody?
A mixture of both. I have some is full-time batch, and then there's some in the part-time batch, and we just see each other, and then I remember you in my class before, and then we meet again. So yeah, it's a mix and match lah.
Yeah, it's good to hear that we have a great community. So what was the right now you're in the back end module, or you're starting the back end module?
Front end.
Okay, sorry, front end module.
You mean learning?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, sorry, yeah, then yes. I just started the back end.
Oh, you just started the back end. So from the fundamental to front end, and right now entering back end, what do you think is the hardest skill to learn?
Definitely the hardest skill to pick up is always JavaScript, because there's a lot of ways you can tackle a question, and there's many multiple ways. And once you have that solid foundation of JavaScript, everything is easy to you. So,
are you nervous about your final project?
Yes, I guess.
Do you already have an idea of what you want to do?
No, I do not.
I think it will come to you, because most of the students I talk to, they always say that it just comes to them. I think maybe you can combine your experience as an educator, right, into your final project. It will be something.
Okay. Yeah. So my boss is pretty excited. So my final project will be something related to what I'm doing now.
Oh, and what is that? What are you doing?
We are trying to create.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
And we're going to try.
So that's what you do at your current company right now?
Technically mix and match. So
I'm
exposed to everything. So I may not have like like a solid plan of which side, which part of tech I want to be in, front end, back end, UX, UI. I'm still deciding, and I'm still, getting my feet wet and just really trying to see, which part of tech am I interested in.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, just getting the first footstep in and really be into it. Great. Let's talk about some memorable moments, maybe the bad ones or the good ones, in learning how to code as a part-time student. Are there any moments that it was so draining or so demotivating that you really, really remember?
I think the most memorable moment would be the first actual HTML CSS project I ever built. It was after 1 month, and I remember I was tasked in a group, and it was a group of 3 people to clone a website. So we were tasked we came to a decision to clone the Nintendo Switch website, and it was pretty fun. So
You like that? So that's a good one.
It's okay, now it's I really know what's coding like for real, and I really made something out of just code. So yeah, that's it's your first time writing
building something and you're proud of it, right?
Wow, so cool. So yeah, the most painful moment, I don't know, everything after that is a challenge, but in the end it turns out good. So there's really no painful.
Yeah, I think it bears some fruit lah, because you built something and you feel proud of it.
Yeah.
So what other skills do you learn aside from coding?
What other skills that I learned aside from coding? There's so many answers I can give you, but which one are you looking for?
Give me all of it. Give me all of it.
Like what? Tech skills, personal skills,
I don't know, maybe problem solving skills, communication skills. Anything that helps you in the real world.
For me, I think it's just that I've been working for quite a while. So definitely problem solving skills is definitely one, and listening skills is another. But if you're new to a company, your bosses would really appreciate your listening and your effort to work. That's what they're looking for, and it's something very hard to find these days.
Yep. True, yeah. I agree with you. People just want to point out their opinion without listening, and I think it's great.
Yes.
Okay, because you've been learning for quite a while, right? Because part-time takes longer, right? So during that span of learning, do you have any moments of doubts or giving up along the way?
Of course, yes. There are times where the imposter syndrome kicks in and think wow, I'm not good at this. There are so many other people who are super smart and they get it so fast. But you're not alone. And even though it looks like, wow, everybody gets it and you don't, actually, you're not the only one that don't get it. There's quite a lot who don't get it. And yeah, so you just have to remind yourself and just remember that, hey, you're not the only one who don't know. And really just ask. It just, clears up the room so fast and so much. Yeah.
It's interesting because I'm not much of a working and learning at the same time. So it's interesting to see someone like you to thrive and strive well. It's really great. So this will probably motivate other students to keep pushing.
I mean, it's also a good head start when you get into tech, because tech is not about doing. Tech trends change very, very fast. and you need to stay updated with it. So it's not a mundane job where you just go 9 to 5 and do your job. It's always learning every day. So it's also good to start it before you get your job. Start to work and learn at the same time, because that's what your job is going to be like.
Yep, that's right. Because we have everything new every day. There's AI, there's cloud, there's everything, and everything's evolving, right? So, yep, you're right. Now that you have a job, do you have any, concerns about the job?
Concerns about the job.
Do you have because you said you're doing a mix of everything, right? Okay, does it concern you that you have to do all that? How do you feel about that?
For me, I don't have a solid plan of where I want to be or what I want to do. And I always believe try it first and you will know. So I don't really have a concern, because it's actually really shaping and evolving to something, that I'm able to see what I really, really like. And once I know that firm assurance, then hey, I will go into it, because tech is very wide and vast and everything needs coding. In what way and what measure, it depends on the personality. So not really a concern at the moment until I discover which one I want to go into. Yes.
Okay, great. So after you finish the program, right, the part-time program, do you intend to change jobs or do you intend to stay there? What are your plans?
I really can't say for sure. It's just 1 month. I'm still considered under onboarding, but yeah, I can't answer this question.
You still get vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see
it's
what happens after.
Yes. So yeah. Oh, what was your first impression of the job?
First impression of
the job?
I think I would say that the environment was pretty welcoming, and I did have a few of job acceptance and whatnot, but I felt that your boss has to see you and, show that he's interested to invest in you as well. Sometimes they don't believe in you in the initial stages, but for me, it's if the boss is interested to invest in me, train me up, and really, really lead me and guide me, right? That's a good start lah, because it's your first job. So yeah.
Because it's the first job, you're supposed to learn and to explore, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're down to a few final questions. So first is, do you have any advice to maybe potential students or future students who want to take the self-learning or the bootcamp route to learn coding?
If you think you want to jump into tech, I think you should just go for it. It is not easy, but it's not impossible. That is something I learned to understand, and if you put in the effort, definitely you can code. Yes.
So what do you think about a computer science degree versus a coding bootcamp? What are your views on it?
I can say on behalf of my side, because I'm not after school graduate, so I'm already a working adult for quite a number of years. So I cannot devote 3 years of my time just studying computer science and going through the same process again. So this was a more reasonable idea, and if you can put in effort, you can get it. I can't really compare,
because it's faster, and
the most important thing is fast, and
it's not even how many years yet, and you already have a job in tech, right? Okay, and that's all. So finally, I would like to say thank you so much and congratulations on getting that job. And I wish you all the best. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Tisha.
Are you still working right now?
Yes, actually. I totally missed the message because I put my phone on focus mode, so it's like
It's all right. It's all right. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you doing this. Congratulations and all the best. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.